have we not?
It's not right at all. I don't agree with it at all. Okay, here we are.
They've got me bananas so many times. I do it once, and you got a big hoo-ha about it.
I don't know.
Oh.
Just fucked up. It's all fucked up. Not let that guy in my box. There's...
Okay, we've heard the rest of that. So what we got next?
Now, obviously,
Sophie barely explains how to stalk someone and shares opinions on Rickster and Telia.
I know from personal experience, Levi specifically being the little genius behind it, that just from a phone number...
What does it say here, though? Rickster's doxing Sally's son. Can't read that.
You can get everyone's personal details, every email address that they've got set up with that phone number linked to it, every social media account they've got linked to it, any address associated with that number. So if they're...
But we all know you can just put someone's telephone number in it and Google. You can, we all know that.
Got a phone contract,
genius,
they took out one address, that address will come up. If they then moved house and had to change it on the phone bill to that address, that will then come up as well. So you can get a lot of information from just a phone number. So I think that's an extremely...
Not necessarily. You can put a phone number in Google, there'll be nothing that could be shown. It could say what apps, maybe they're on Facebook, if you've got a number attached to a Facebook, or a thread or anything. Highly illegal. Yeah, it's highly illegal. Of course, it's doxing. When you actually put someone's number in and you're literally physically sat there trying to find information on them, that is considered doxing, because you want to find their personal information and you're going to do that. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
It's a very unforgiving thing to do. Especially...
it's not a genius to say, to tell people you can just put a phone number in Google. It's not going to come up with someone's address, though. That is not going to. You can, put your phone number in Google. It's not going to come up with your address.
We get up to a lot, to be fair, Chantal. We've been up to a lot in the past. Maybe I'm evil avocado. So I still agree that the whole...
Yeah, if someone's digging information, she's just telling everyone she's done that, digging for people's information.
Apology for Mansally was I don't think it was...
They've titled it, Sophie Bailey explains how she and Levi stalk and dox people, and also speaks on Rickster and Telly's relationship. Not a smart
threat they made, personally, and it pains me inside to defend them in that aspect. I think it's her religion that's made her feel bad, because she's a very holy woman, and she made a point of saying the devil must have took over. But I wouldn't say it was made out like she spoke on kids in a bad way. She didn't talk on kids in a bad way. She talked on one specific child and harm he was in. At this point, I think this is like a power couple who are going to stay together to prove a point, because they don't want the whole internet
I wouldn't probably call them a power couple either, because they do have a lot of dislike. A lot of people do dislike them. I have no issue with Rickster Telly, not at all, but because of this dislike, I think a power couple, to call someone a power couple, you've got to have a lot people liking you.
Their relationship fail. I think that genuinely is what it is. As much as I'm looking forward to the day that this relationship goes south, at the same time, I've said it before and I say it again, they're going to throw each other under the bus. They're going to try get one up on each other. Things are going to come out. Exactly, no man falls in love deeper than a man who without a home, and I've always said that as well. I've called him a hoboetual, which is a homeless man who goes for single mums because he needs a home to live in. And I think one thing she was doing, yeah, exactly, she's doing that before she even got with him. So imagine what it's going to be like. Thank you, guys. Imagine what it's going to be like when they do split up. It's going to be wild. Now, obviously, I know from personal experience, Levi specifically being the little genius behind it, that just from a phone number, you can get everyone's personal details, every email address that they've got set up with that phone number.
That's not true. It really isn't. It's not going to come up with someone's address. You can do it yourself on your own phone number. Do you know what I mean? Don't do it on others, but it's not going to come up with people's addresses or anything like that on a mobile number. It's not. Right, so I don't really know what she's talking about there. I really don't know what she's talking about. And like I said, do it on your phone number, and you'll see it's not going to come up with an address. Might come up with a Facebook if if it's linked to your Facebook. But even then, you still have to log in and all that. You know what I mean? It's not going to come up. It might come up with a thread that maybe you're on or something like that. It's not going to come up with your personal information. Mine doesn't. Exactly, it doesn't. So I don't know what she's talking about there. Hi, Zayana.
Especially not a lady who's...
Zayana and Angie in the bottle. Okay, that's that one. Let's see what else there is. Seen that one. Okay. What's this one? You right, Zayana? Censored. Me saying keep reporting, guys. It's not a crime to do that. And if someone is bullying someone, I do believe, because TikTok won't do anything about it. If someone's doxing your address and your phone number, in my opinion, you have a right to go and report that person. And if you want to go tell other people to do it, to get that person off, to stop doing it from them doing what they're doing, well, why shouldn't you? You know, you shouldn't be doxing. You shouldn't be inciting hatred on this app. You know what I mean? That's what I believe.
Not like you're finding out a secret agent and you're going to get some hot major gossip. Like, what? I don't know what's wrong with people.
Yeah, exactly. It's just stopping because TikTok is not doing anything about it. Questioning quiz. Okay, I've seen that one. I'm just seeing what else there is, guys. What's this about? That's a top called battle. What's this?
That red one left out, I think. It's couple
I don't know about that one. What's this one? I think we've gone through them. Blames everything on Delusive and defends.
Changes why apparently I've got a problem with her. I don't actually have a problem with her in any way, you know what I mean? She's just another creator, and I speak about the FYP to do with her. But she takes everything so serious. She was going yesterday, I haven't committed a crime.
See, because I'm getting bananas so many times, people are seeing it. You got her, that person, Levi and Sophie, have harassed and bullied Angie for days, having her bananaed over and over again, saying horrendous things to her. So people are noticing it, do you know what I mean? You can't justify what they've said, do you know what I mean? So when they're getting reported, don't blame me for that. Do you know what I mean? I know I've said it out of anger yesterday. Did I go on my Discord yesterday? No, I did not. But that time when that person got banana, it was nothing to do with me. I was sitting watching a movie having a Chinese. People are doing it because they're seeing me constantly getting banana all the time. And they're knowing the people that are doing it. That's why. So it's nothing to do with
the
me.
police, I knew what you're talking about. Thank you so much, little Elise. So she never says what she said to get our reactions in the first place. So for me, why I said she probably laid down and took it was because she'd said that she invalidated something that I'd been through and used her platform to say it never happened. So I said, oh, right. And then when you reply, she goes, right. And she keeps the clip and then goes, look what she said about me, everybody.
Yeah, but I think that is ways of saying it. And I think that if you can say, oh, I don't believe it happened. I said, I've not have a problem with that. You have your opinions. If you don't believe me, that's fair enough. But don't say, I took it. You know, that's going into detail. And I think with EQ, that's her problem. She goes into great detail when she's talking about something. She don't just say, well, I'm going to go back at you and say, it didn't happen with you. You've gone further and said, I've accepted it, you know, and you're saying, you believe me, but I did it. You know, I laid down and took it. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
And everyone's like, oh, God, because there's new people all the time. Oh, Leslie, thank you, my love. I'm prepaying for a muting tonight. Oh, Leslie, that's the best thing I ever did, love, because look, see what I mean? I muted our Leslie and get pinned as well, Leslie, last night, and now because she's panicking, she's sending me more money to not be muted. Thank you, Leslie. It's great how it works. Yeah, we'll have all the what is it? I don't want to say.
I'm having a go at Sharon. Wait a minute, I'm having a go at Sharon. I just trying to
We've seen all that, haven't we?
Don't even do this again. I wouldn't even give her the satisfaction. And we'll block that account on Sophie Bailey. We love Sophie Bailey, love. When I have an argument with somebody, I don't like them.
But the only reason you like her is because she has a dislike for Rickster. You're just playing stupid games.
Do you like them again, then you get blocked.
No, that's not true.
Those people can make up and break up, you know what I mean?
Listen, I am working a lot.
Okay.
This is a bit of downtime for me, and I can gift who the hell I want to gift. Oh, we're not saying you can't.
I think we've
Most of
played
it's
this.
reaction to what's been said to call. Thank you so far. That's great news. Thank you so much.
She's just full of shit. I can't even. You know what? I'm not even going to play her either. She's just full of it, isn't she? Evil EQ. Well, but if she does come in here, Joe, guys, just block her. I'm not even going to entertain her, so I'm not even going to play it. Right, what else we got? One sec. I'm trying to charge this phone, guys. One sec. Bloody Bloody hell. Okay, what else we got? Got quite a few today, haven't we? What's that? No, what's this?
T-shirt, how to get can't see the comments.
Oh, yeah, famous darling gets doxxed and she comes to explain. I don't know, this is okay.
Huh?
Somebody's doxed.
T-shirt, how to get it hard to see the comments.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Oh. Why is someone doing that? That's what he was showing you. Okay. Oh my God, why would someone do that? I don't know who's done that. It's not Frank the Crank, by the way. Guys, it's not Frank the Crank who just shared me the video.
I just want to know.
I'm not gonna
If the men sleep, it's called
It's right, Frank the Crank, yeah. I'm not gonna tell you who it is, but he's famous in that. Here she is, sorry. I was so confused on that one. Are you okay, famous? Want me to send you this?
I only went for a pee. What have I missed?
I'll send it to you. I was so confused.
Well, I read something about my Facebook and the picture.
Yeah.
Can I see the picture, Ange, please?
I'm going to send it to you on WhatsApp.
I think that was a
Well,
picture
I've got
of you.
nothing to hide, but in them days, I will let you all know I was a raging alcoholic.
It's nothing to do with you, famous. I think what he was showing.
My ex that sat on a train track and is no longer here.
Sorry. Trigger warning.
I haven't got the passwords. I was an alcoholic. It's an old Facebook.
Okay.
I'm not having a go at you all, but that's just
Yeah,
sick.
no, understandable.
I'm gonna afford a bit.
Sick in the head. Sick.
Yeah.
If you
Was
I mean, I just put forget. Do you know the email?
no, I was an alcoholic, darling. I don't know.
Can't you just say that it's faking trying to be you? And your boobs look good today.
I don't know. I'm not upset about myself. I'm not.
Your boobs look good today.
My what?
Your boobs look good today.
Bloody hell, Zion, are you alright?
I want you to cover your T-shirt up so we can see the comments. I thought you was going to cover it.
Look at you, man.
That's better.
So what else we got? That's with I don't know what with that famous one. What's this one? Let's have a look.
Constant.
How's it called? Okay, I think that's it. Actually, we've got no more videos. That's it, guys. No more. All done.
Oh, you bastard!
Sorry, I'm not gonna.
I'll tell you what happened with Luke.
Oh, this is DG. We'll play this one, yeah?
See the way the dog bit the lump of fat out of her.
I know, I saw that.
It's like I'm having my steak.
The interviewer, you know the little lad, he's fucking sound. I mean, he'll do really well him, that interviewer, mate. He's got a fucking bright future ahead of him. He's 14 and he interviews so well. And what happened was, this will be who tells. Luke the judge instantly has gone into a chat with big up Peak of it forever and always Michelle. Thank you forever and always Michelle for the kisses. He's clearing the fucking.
What happened with DG? Does anyone know? Is it something to do with that boxing?
DG was having an interview with some 14-year-old kid, and he was having an interview, and Luke walked past and he said, "All right, DJ," but he was with that lad, so he weren't rude, and he didn't quite realise who it was. And then when he said it again, and then when he said it the third time, he said he realised who it was, so he was like, "All right," and that was it. Do you know, just didn't give him a big conversation or nothing. I think Luke wanted, "You all right, Luke? How you doing?" But he never gave him that. He just was like, "You all right?"
DJ, and I didn't. But I was walking next to Louis because he wanted to ask, interview before a post-fight interview or whatever. So I was walking, and I looked round, and I'm speaking to Louis. It's rude. So I turned round, and at first glance, I didn't know it was him. It looked like a butch lesbian. I was like, who's... And so I looked at him up and down a bit. I was thinking, who's that? And I was like, oh shit, it's Luke the judge. So, but then obviously I was with Louis interviewing. So I went, like like, you know, just a quick like, you know, I was caught off guard. I didn't know, you know, and then that's why he thinks you know, that's why that's got round, saying I think I was walking around the fucking thing thinking I was a rock star. No, it wasn't that at all. It was Luke the Judge was begging for fucking some attention, and because I mistook him for a butch lesbian, I didn't know it was him. So yeah, so, you know, it was like fucking, yeah, well then. Yeah, that's all it was. And then he's obviously messaged Miss Red and Corey, being like, oh yeah, well, I was there and I was, you know, fucking hell. Sounds like a great night. Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you what happened with
So
Luke.
it wasn't really that deep, though, was it? Do you know what I mean?
Nah. Luke just wanted more recognition that he was there, but he was just like, you're right, and carried on doing what he was doing. Like I said, he was having an interview.
Exactly. This video I've not seen. Angie gets kicked out of Luke's box. I didn't actually see. Did I play this? No, I didn't.
Bully live against me. I'm going to stand up against bullies. And let's
do it on your own live and piss off then, because no one's interested in what you've got to say. Right,
a bit similar to how she just allowed me in the box.
And now has allowed the other person to continue.
Depart by 6 individuals.
Let me tell you something, Angie. I'll speak now because this is my live. I stand up for what I believe in, okay? So you also yourself gifted someone that talks derogatory about children.
Yeah, and you went on about that. So why are you questioning me then? You dragged me for that. So why are you questioning me?
2 lions. I know she's your friend, Corey, but if we're calling everybody out, we'll call everybody out, right? So don't start saying I stick up for bullies and shit like that, because you are guilty of sending 2 lions to somebody that calls people pedlos, someone that's been racist, someone that's talked about children. So don't come for me, Angie. Big mistake, darling. Don't come for me.
No, a big mistake is you kicking me out the box, Luke, when I was having my say and leaving the person that's talking on me. So it was a hate live.
You gifted Deandro.
Don't threaten me, Luke.
Try and get him in your box. So, come on, Angie.
Well, I've all the
You've
Deandros
also
in my
lied
box.
about having cancer, Angie, and then blame it down to, what did you say in your box earlier? Dark humour. It's not dark humour.
So you're allowing to be kicked out of the box to continue having this man in your box when everyone knows. When I was talking about the cancer, I was saying this is exactly how I was like. I've got throat cancer, I've got melanoma, I've got a brain tumor, I've got breast cancer, because they're all the things I've thought I've had by Dr. Google. Like when I've gone to the doctor or seen like a mole, I've Googled it. Oh my God. And I'm like, even before I've got the results in, I convinced my brain, because I have severe health anxiety, that I have cancer. I'm not going around to do it for financial gain and sit here and say, guys, I've got cancer, been diagnosed by a doctor. No. How many times have you diagnosed yourself, guys, on Dr. Google before you've even gone to see a doctor? You've diagnosed yourself. Not that you've gone around telling everyone. It was that dark humour, because we do diagnose ourselves all the time on Google. It's Dr. Google, isn't it? You know what I mean? That's how I said it, and they twisted that around to make out I've actually was on here saying, guys, I've got cancer. No, it wasn't like that. And it lasted 10-15 minutes until I told people, when I was telling people with Dr. Google diagnosed me with it. Because you know when you type and say, for example, headache, and you've got all these bad headaches, and it comes out of, what does it come out of? Tumour, brain tumour. And all of a sudden you think, oh my God, I've got a brain tumour. That's how I said it. I wasn't sitting here trying to tell people I've gone to a doctor and I've been diagnosed with cancer. I didn't say it like that. I was talking about health anxiety and Dr. Google. Okay, so they've twisted that around.
Come with my.
But carry on talking on me, Luke, once you kick me out.
Now, I don't like being in the middle of you and Angie, but don't sit there.
Don't.
Don't
I have told you this. Hold on. I have told you this on the phone now.
She's pissed me
I
off.
told you this on the phone, right? All I want her to do is
Go and have some more vodka, because we know that's not water in there, Luke.
I'll never play her on my FYP again.
Good.
She leaves me alone. I leave her alone. But then
She doesn't support bullies, but she had pineapple in her box trying to talk about my sexuality. Is that what do you think about that, Corey?
You also went for pineapple, though, Luke. You went for pineapple about an article, but weren't you in there? Isn't there an article about you? Yeah, there's an article about you, though, is there not?
She wants to call me a bully.
Again, Pineapple stole money from a children's charity and they chill with it.
Exactly. So, Angie, you will not come in my room and
You know, the thing is, though, Luke, you've always kicked me out, not just the first time, it's many times because you support this person that you never spoke on. That said a lot about me on Favoured, okay? So don't sit there saying, big mistake, Luke. No, big mistake to you, love. You know what I mean? Get out of here, big man. You know, go and drink your vodka, because that's what you're drinking, isn't it? I'll never, ever, ever support you. Do not come in my life again. Ever.
You can't.
Right, Mr. Tumble is... okay, what's the next video? What's this one? Oh, it's me again. My battery's low. Toulouse fans, Yando boxers aren't happy with how women support... No, yeah, we're not going to keep playing that, I think. Talk about them.
So, I don't know if you remember the other day
Miss Red claps back at DG.
DJ and Corey was battling, and like DJ did appear to have a little bit of an attitude on him, I'm not going to lie, and like I'd like to really...
But why are you defending this person? Why is it anything to do with you, Miss Red? You did the same thing with Alex. You know, always supported someone that said the worst. Do you have it in your brain that, you know, you want to support people that, you know, degrade women on a daily basis? Doesn't make sense.
No, like, what? Thank you, Tizzy. What I've done to DJ, because I've always respected him. Do you know what I mean? I've never done anything to really
I'm hungry.
Make him be that way. Like, he didn't have an attitude. He did, darling. He did. He had a fact.
But you didn't have this until the Corey and DG situation. You didn't have this opinion then. Now all of a sudden you have the opinion.
This was before the DG and Corey situation. This was before the Ange.
Was it before?
Yeah.
So I don't know, like, what's happened or what I've said or what I've done, because, you know, I've always, like, really supported DJ and everything else, but it was just uncomfortable. It was, like, really uncomfortable. This isn't me digging him out. I don't care what anybody says about I'm allowed to have my feelings, and my feelings are valid, and I just feel like, you know, the last battle that we had, there was a lot of atmosphere there, because, you know, I was speaking to DJ and I was saying hello and things like that, and there was no acknowledgement there. Do you know what I mean? Doesn't matter if he's got beef with Corey, whoever's got beef with, but if I'm saying hello, at least, you know, be like, oh, hello, you know. Then I won't feel that way.
Was that this morning?
I don't really sleep over it, but, you know. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not having this. Because I was in that battle. I spent long enough in that battle to know how I'm feeling. So for those of you that was in that battle, right, who agrees that there was an atmosphere there? Fucking hell. Jesus, you know what I mean? What really pisses me off, and this isn't directed at DJ, this is directed at whoever wants to take it at that. Why people have such a problem with FYP hosts, I don't understand that. Do you know what I mean?
People don't have a problem with FYP hosts. Thank you, Famous. Thank you. People don't have a problem with FYP hosts, they have a problem with you. You know what I mean? I don't usually put people in my boxes. Once you put people in your boxes and FYP, sometimes I do, don't get me wrong. But I think once you do that, it can become a hate live against one person. And I'm not going to lie, I've done it, so I'm not being a hypocrite. I've done that and put people in the boxes and spoke on one person, absolutely. But I do feel that, you know, the thing with the Miss Reggie has 5-6K sometimes in there. So it makes it worse when you're dragging one person and also lying and supporting your friends and then dragging someone else that you don't like on a 6K platform. I think that's the difference. I get about 2 to 3K, right? On my FYP, you get 6K.
Like, yeah, you may not agree that we're sat here playing your videos and things like that, but if it's on FYP, it's free game. Like, why so many creators have got problems with FYP hosts? Personally, myself, I feel like it's a little bit of jealousy because, you know, we get good views, you know, we do okay. Do you know what I mean? Because a majority of people that have got problems with FYP hosts have joined the boxes and didn't mind, like, fucking cloud chasing in the boxes. Do you get what I'm saying? And this isn't directed at DG, this is directed at anybody that's had a problem with FYP. It just seems so many people have got problems with FYP hosts. You don't have to watch, guys, if you don't like it. But I ain't no different from any other TikToker. What do you want me to do, sit here and play battles all day and cry about unis and lions?
Everyone in the comments are saying big up to you, G.
Hosts are bringing a bit of content. Like I say, you may not agree with our views or...
Big up to you, G.
But at least we're bringing content. He doesn't have an issue with you. He might like it the other day. Content you're watching other people's content. DJ, not fairness, you've done an FYP show too, darling. So, just saying. So you saying that, like, why do you do an FYP show then? Because, like, you are a content creator. Like, why don't you just stick to doing content? Why do you have to do an FYP show? So you've used FYP as content too. I say, like, you know, you participated many times in these boxes. All the big creators have, you all fucking loved it off. I couldn't keep you out of the boxes at one point, all you big creators. As a matter of fact, you all love the boxes that much. I have to say, no big creators in the boxes, because this is where the views are. And what do views equal? Gifters. So, you know. So, I don't know if you remember the other day.
God, tiring. I do understand. I don't know what DG said to Miss Red. Does anyone know? I don't know what happened there, but I do understand where DG is coming from in regards to FYP hosts and things. Because it is talking on other people constantly, isn't it? Daily. You know what I mean? And I think with DG, I mean, I know he's done the FYP himself, hasn't he? But I think his content is pretty much kind of entertaining and just having a laugh and those kind of things. Do you know what I mean? I was thinking an embarrassment for her this morning. Yeah, I think, the problem is she's going for the wrong person. Now, she has a right for an opinion, absolutely. But I think DG is loved by a lot of people on here. She's very popular. So, listen, I'd go for if I didn't like him, I'd go for him. Do you know what I mean? I have no issue with DG. But, I just think, just look at her comments. Everyone was saying big up DG. DG says everyone on here. Does he? I didn't know that, Caroline, because I don't actually watch DG. I always thought he was kind of, he does those kind of, what does he do? He does that.
I think he's a comedian.
Yeah, he does all that, doesn't he? I didn't know that he's...
Like a Jack the Lad comedian.
Don't get me wrong, I've gone back and we've had that kind of back and forth, and GJ was good content for his viewers, to be honest. Has his viewers gone down, or is he still getting the same amount? Someone... Should we put it in the comments, guys? Are you Team DG? Happy face? Sad face, you're not. Let me have a look. Happy face, Team GG. Sad face, Bun DG. Look how close it is. Oh, the Bun DGs are actually winning. Oh, so not many people like DG on here. Must be just Miss Red's platform then. Thank you for the gifts, guys. Don't know him. I don't really watch DG, to be fair, though. I mean, I don't really watch anyone. I'm always live, but...
I do, don't I? Because I'm very nosy, Angie, and I go everywhere. Like, before DG started seeing Chloe, I can't even say Chole. I used to go into her live and watch her singing. And do you remember when Miss J done the pro thing and she tried to get pro? Miss J. Yeah. I went over to Chloe and I was like, going up, Miss J, she's trying to do pro. And bless Chloe went over and sent her an Interstellar. And then a few days later, Miss Red come live and Miss J was like, oh, Chloe, the singer sent me an Interstellar. She was like, don't know who she is. And it was quite obnoxious and rude the way that she said it. And I thought that was a bit rude.
Miss Red?
Right? Yeah. And now DG goes out with Chloe, don't he?
It's Chole.
Chole.
She has a nice...
I do read too much into things, don't I? But you never know.
I like Chole. I mean, I don't really know her. Do you know what I mean? I've watched her a couple of times. I think she has a lovely voice. I think she's got a nice, sweet voice. You know what I mean, hasn't she? An innocent
voice. And a beautiful face. And a beautiful body.
Oh, shut up, Zoe. Making me feel sick now.
I don't know what she do with DG.
Probably.
He's punching. That's why he started boxing, because he knows he's punching.
Yeah. I think there's a bit of jealousy, though, isn't there? She is a pretty woman. She stays in her own lane. She's not on the drama side, and definitely jealousy. Thank you for the gifts, guys. The bitch. Oh dear.
But maybe he's just trying to stay at the drama as well.
Who? DG?
Yeah.
Here's Dave Duran. Hello, Dave.
The problem you've got is I know you are hearing it first from Dave Duran's Miss Red sent DG nudes and DG picked Chole.
I wouldn't know. I would as well.
Oh, dear. Yes, is in the box. Esther. Hello. Hello, Esther. Oh, baby. Yeah. Who else can we do then the poll on? Who else can we do a poll on? Thank you everybody for the gifts. What were you? 23. Big up everyone. Thank you so much. Dave Duran. Okay. Team Dave Duran. Happy face. Sad face. Bundy. Dave. Oh yes, we'll do that one next. Good idea. Team DG or Team Luke. Oh, look at this, Dave. Dave, no one likes you, Dave. Who's this? There you go. Let's stop this one, guys, because I think we know the score on this one. Let's do Team DG or Team Luke.
When the end, because you're the only one that can do it.
Angie, I didn't mean to come into the box. Will you knock me out, please?
Yeah, 1 sec. So happy face Team DG, sad face Team Luke. Thanks, Diana. Team DG, happy face. Team Luke, sad face. I don't understand. Before you were saying Bun DG, and now you're voting for DG. I don't understand that. Do you, Diana?
No.
I suppose against Luke though.
Neither.
Go Team DG has won. Should we do Miss Red next? I like these polls. Oh, it's very close. It's only 10 in. Block all the sad ones. Block them. Oh, Team DG it is. Okay, what about Miss Red then? Team DG, happy face. Team Miss Red, sad face. DG, happy face. Oh, why did that not come up? Sad face. Oh my God, there's an election thing at the bottom. I can't do it. Is that when every time I say poll? I bet that comes up, doesn't it? That bloody election. Should we do an actual poll, Zayana? You know, the other one.
Yeah.
Do that one, or is it going to stop it?
No, I don't think you can do either.
Oh, damn it.
I'm sure you can't.
But if you're just doing the comments, guys, right? Happy face, DG, sad face, Miss Red. Let's go.
That's why before, do you know, when you were saying, my mods are crap, they can't even do a poll. And we couldn't do it because that thing was at the bottom. So when you press it, just clicks off straight away.
So everyone's Team DG so far. They're all happy face. Oh, a couple of crying faces. Block them. Oh, none. Okay. Well, I can't. These bloody election things are annoying, aren't they? There you have it. And there you have it, guys. I think it is Team DG on here. Yeah. I think Miss Red's changed though, hasn't she? You know, she used to be a lot nicer. I think her true colours are coming out. I'm not voting, you'll block me. Oh, for God's sake, Elaine. Bloody hell.
I don't know why though, because she's just ruined her own show. Like, it ain't even funny. It's cringe. Like today when EQ was going, she's drinking and then she's like, yeah, I'm on the vodka. Who wants tequila shots? But you just sound stupid. Like, some things you just don't run with today. When there was Miss Red was doing her FYP, and then you had Evil Queen saying she's pissed, look at her, she's on the vodka. So then Miss Red was saying, oh yeah, on the vodka, so he wants tequila shots. But just don't do it. Well, retaliate. You're making yourself look silly. Like you're doing tequila shots at 12 o'clock in your kitchen.
Today.
Yeah, like she made herself look affected.
I didn't watch it because I got up I think it was about 11:45. I've just been told. So I'm glad I didn't, because I'd be like, oh, was she? What's happened to that police case she's got against DQ? It was silly, was it? People were saying it was very cringy. Did she go in on EQ a lot then?
Yeah.
Is that because
Look,
I told her she's got no case?
I can see where EQ is coming from because she was saying the slow digs that I say to people and they're like, they don't see the digs that I get. And then she was pointing out, well, that's a dig, that's a dig. So the things that she's saying, she's taking personally. Yeah. And then...
Was that Hey Live on EQ, wasn't it?
I think once she knew, she was like, I've got, oh yeah, my hair used to be this short. I've got a picture with a sausage in my mouth, but I don't know if I'm going to show you. I thought that was a bit weird, right? Then she went, oh, and I used to have no hair. I had a receding hairline or something. I've got no receding. I thought, no, you can't be saying that. You're just being nasty, aren't you? But that's what they're doing to each other. Got nothing to do with us. But it just don't make her look any better for retaliating.
Yeah.
Because then
I assume that police have said to her she's got no case.
Yeah. Then EQ's saying you're doing these digs, and she is. She's showing everyone what she does.
His girlfriend owns 2 businesses and owns her own home. Has done for a long time. Yeah, listen, that's amazing. You know, people. You know what people do? They like to just try and destroy someone that's very successful. You know, that's done well for themselves. It's jealousy, envy, and all that kind of thing. But I think it's amazing because she's only young. I don't know how old she is. Is she about 30 or so, something like that? You know, I think it's amazing at 30
I'd say
to have
that.
2 businesses, own her own house, and all that. You know, I don't think we should be knocking people's success.
She's got eyelashes. And she does a singing.
Oh, right, Sayana. We get it. She's pretty.
And I think she drives a Mercedes, Ange.
Right, let's just rub it in a bit more.
It looked like
If
Mercedes.
you're listening, I don't like you. I really don't. You're just too pretty. That's cringy. She is, yeah. But I think it's amazing that she's like, you know, she's done a lot for herself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Angie, are you jealous? Absolutely not, the bitch. No, I don't think people should be knocking it, to be honest.
And she's brought her own songs out.
Oh, shut up, Zayana. And this and that.
And she's got the cutest big dog you'd ever seen.
Has she got children, Choli?
No, just some big dog. I don't know what it's called. I can't remember. Lila or something like that.
Right, she comes and block her. Is there anyone else that you want to talk about that's won £1 million in the lottery that doesn't involve me?
She's been to that King K's house as well.
Have you ever watched that Owner Fools and Horses, right? When that Dale boy said to him that, oh my God, his friend had won £1 million in the lottery or something, and that Dale was getting really excited. He's going, yeah, waiting for more. And and then Dale boy was like, oh no, that's it. And that Dale boy was like, oh right, so he's one. You know what I mean? It's like you want to hear that someone's lost $1 million, not won $1 million. And is he giving me some? No, he's not. So why are you telling me the story? How someone's won £1 million? Yeah, I mean it's true though, isn't it? It's like when you read the newspaper, people love negative. They love negative news. You know, we're saying positive. No, he's won it. It's like, piss off, $1 million.
This last bit's really going to piss you off.
And then you see that someone's lost $1 million. You read it in the newspaper and you're like, ooh. That's true, isn't it?
This bit's really going to piss you off. She gets unis for a joke.
Oh.
Like, she beats #1 in that pub and everything she does.
Yeah. Hi, Di.
And that was before being DG's girlfriend, so she made it before being DG's girlfriend. Everyone. Aura, that's it. Close.
We've come to speak to Diana, and apparently DG's girlfriend's looking for a new PA.
Oh, new person.
And
What kind of a personal assistant will that be?
she's very interested in Diana.
You got to fight me. I think Ange will make you fight me for me.
Personal assistant, what do you mean, like on TikTok?
I think she wants me to go and be her top mad, Ange.
PA?
Really? Did she say that?
Yeah.
What?
And she's looking at Diana.
Me saying nice things about her. What the hell?
I was just going to come up and say...
Angie, that's the point where you're meant to say, no, she's mine, Charlie, you've got enough.
And you've not said it.
I was just going to say, careful, Ziana, your Mod of the Month badge might go.
I know,
I
but
was hoping she was going to fight for me, Smiles, but she's just like, what the hell?
she said Diana can be Mod of the Month absolutely every month for 12 months of the
I
year.
think she was ready to give me away, to be fair.
And she said company cars, Diana, a Mercedes.
I can't drive. I'd have to have
a driver.
Cover on also. Oh, a driver would be good.
Yeah.
I was
Oh my
thinking of
God.
an electric bike or something.
Don't put things in her mind, Lady Di. Don't put things in her mind.
Oh, she is with that King K, ain't she? Definitely get a, what's it called? I was going to call it an escort then. What's it called? A chauffeur. Definitely have a chauffeur then, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I wonder if he does give his mod chauffeurs.
Max, you're in the box. Hello. Out. What else has been happening anyway?
Max is microwaving a tig.
That sounds about right, Andrew. She was thinking of how much money she could get for you. Was you going to send me off for a uni? Uni and tech, the bitch.
Said uni and 10 fags.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Who's this, Adele? Hello, Adele.
Oh my God. Hi. I just wanted to say, Angie, I love you so much and I love all your controversial opinions. And I watch.
How do we manage to get to number 22 on the popular and then back up to number 24?
No. Oh God. Never mind. I just wanted to say I love you loads and I love your opinions and now you can drop me. That's it.
Oh, thank you.
That's right. I'm a big fan. I watch it every day. I wait for you to come on in the mornings. I wait for you to come on in the afternoon. Wait for you to come on in the evenings. And it doesn't matter whether you've had a bottle of wine or you're not drinking wine. I fucking absolutely love your opinions and I love everything about you. And I'm a big fan. So that's it.
Thank you so
It's
much.
all right, girl. You feel free to drop me. I'm a bit shy. I don't know how to get out of the box.
Oh, I can, yeah, thank you so much.
All right, doll. Loads of love. Bye.
Adele, there's a top map going. There's a top map job going.
That was nice. Guys, it's not a stalker vibes. It's nice to say something nice. Usually I get the haters coming and saying horrible things. You know,
Yeah, it makes a nice change.
Maybe people say horrible things and then we're like that stalkerish when they say nice things.
Yeah. It was nice. Absolutely. What else has been happening anyway? Anything else, guys? Anything else? Did Famous go live this morning? I got up late, didn't I? 11:45. Did she go live? No? Yes, no. Any gossip?
I wasn't awake.
Yeah, not sure. Well, we played all. Let's see if we've got any more videos that we can play, guys. Let's have a look. Right, any more? See, tag me in any more videos you've got, guys. Oh, we've got 12 more. What's this? This one here.
I mean, you get more.
Oh, on Scotty and Talia and Miss Vid on this day, 24th of May 2024. There won't be reposting videos. I like her house. It's very orange. Orange's house is nice. Sorry, guys, I'm just looking.
You can't speak in front of children.
Know what that is? Oh, God. Reply to your comments. The time you got over it, stop living in the vibe. You brave everyone. Like you said, you don't care about views, Angie. Oh, God. No, I'm not affected, love. Dressing gown, whoever you are. Shut up. Bloody hell. Out! Who else is in the box? Hello. G'day, mate. How's it going? Hello, Julie. Julie's not here.
Good day, mate.
Julie there.
I thought that was Julie as well. Alex. Right, let's go for my viewers, guys. See who we can block today. We have... Hey, Nick. Hey, JJ. Hey, there you are, famous darling. Hello, Paula. Who else is there? And I bet everyone's running out now. I bet my viewers are going to go down when I'm looking through this list. Hello, Horror Queen. Hello, Charlie. Charlie, get in the box. Charlie, are you still doing 6 o'clock? I keep forgetting, man. Can you message me 5 minutes before you go on? Charlie's doing 6 p.m. Are you doing crime now, Charlie, or what? Hey, UK drama clips. That was terrible. They blocked you, didn't they, drama clips? And whose live was it? I forgot. I think it was Miss Red's. She got blocked for having an opinion. You won't get blocked for having an opinion here, guys. As long as it's the right opinion.
As long as it's the right opinion.
Or was it Luke's? Oh, Luke's. So did I. Did you? Oh, wow. Oh, guys, I love you guys. Best community on TikTok, absolutely. Hey, did Eternity send you any of that stuff, guys? Because I'm going to give her some money, because I don't expect you to send it for nothing. I don't know where she is. But, to those people that we said, they're going to get, some merch. So I don't know if you've... Queen Jojo, Katie, I don't know who the other two were. Have you messaged Eternity? For your, you have to give your address. If you don't feel comfortable giving your address, then don't message her. And she can send you it if you want. Yes. I always get blocked because of my name, Evil Princess P. Oh, you're lucky you didn't get blocked here as well. Oh, the evils, yes. I wish they with hearts won't want to. What do you mean? What are we going to talk about now, guys? It's gone quiet.
What are we going to talk about now?
Yeah.
Do you know what I am going to say this though, and this might not be. Some people might not like it. Some people might, but when Miss Red goes on about, well, Angie shouldn't do this and Angie shouldn't do that. Has Miss Red not sat and thought that you might have, and I'm saying might be in the smallest amount, Ange, right? That you might have the smallest amount of gratitude for her if she called out the bullshit from other people slagging you off. So, for example, Corey. If she came on and spoke about that and brought him up and said that's not right and acknowledged it, she might just have the smallest bit of... do you know what I mean? It just might, but she's not doing that. And that's the one thing that pisses a lot of people off, because he can go into her live, jump in her box, and he can say what the fuck he wants to say, but you're the one being brought up for it. And I think that is where it needs to stop. She needs to sort of look at things from both sides and be like, right, well, don't just call out Angie for the shit, call out him as well. Don't be nice to him and a bitch to you. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But obviously she doesn't, and it's just
Yeah.
you don't deserve any of the hate you get, Ange. So I'm just putting that out there as well.
Just don't understand why no one seems to want to do the 10 a.m. spot, FYP. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know either.
Everyone's doing the FYP now, though, isn't it? Everybody's 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 5. You'll get someone doing FYP. And it's repetitive, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very much. Very much.
Well, I wish somebody would come on, right, and do something different. So I'm definitely getting someone's box that does something different, whether it's having a laugh or just something different. I do, but you aren't allowed to swear on here. Oh. I swear all the time on here.
I was going to say, Angie swears.
Debates, yeah, I should get back and... I said I was going to do that this weekend, didn't I? Look at some debates that we can do. Zach does a cam 3 at 10. Does he? Is it cam 3? Oh, yeah, he does a cam 2, but EQ does it as well, doesn't he? Boring now. I'm starting to watch TV again. Yeah, but you can't have drama all the time. You've got to chill out a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, after what this app's been through, it's only just we're halfway through the year, and all it's been is drama.
Yeah, you're the best one at debates. Thank you, House. I should start looking at some debates in it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'd be good, Ange. Get back to debates and stuff because they were freaking amazing.
Is he doing it now then, Zach? Is he camping now? Watching Zach came through his views. Oh, is he on holiday? Is that right? Okay. Hey, I like Zach.
He's in Spain or something.
Yeah, I think I can actually, there's a few people I like on here. I mean, I like Zach. We're talking about careers. Zach. I can't think of what I like. Zach. True crime is a good shout, to be honest. I love that. I think you'd research it well. Yeah, I think I'll be good at crime, but it's a lot of research, and I don't know if I can be bothered.
Yeah, and it has to be right, and
well, you just read it from the media, don't you?
Reception. Oh, is it Ange that's froze? I thought maybe reception had gone. Wake up, Ange. 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 Ange.
Why people laughing?
Because you just froze, and it made me laugh. Because do you know when you lie there and you go, does it look like I'm dead? You had your eyes closed and your mouth open, just froze. And that's the look at you you're saying. Does it look like I'm dead?
Oh shit! My phone died. Oh, my phone bloody died.
Oh my god, that was hilarious. And all me and Sayana can do is sit there and laugh.
Did you take a screenshot?
No, I was just saying, wake up, Ange.
All me and Sayana could do was sit there and laugh.
Oh, sorry guys, my phone bloody died.
Oh god,
It's not hilarious. But I quite like favorited when you have that freedom to say what you like, innit?
Yeah, Grinch, you got a screenshot.
Do you know what?
Yeah, she said I'll be using that later.
Oh my god.
Do you know what? I love how freedom of speech Lynn's was.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, favorited, yeah.
Yeah, she weren't holding back.
Free for all, yeah. My
The only problem with going over there, you come back here thinking you can speak the same.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is true.
You get what app you want.
Yeah, you get happy, come back, you're like, oh no.
I might go on there a bit later, favorited, and yeah. And is it? Oh, and you need your always in bed, huh? I am always in bed. I got up at 11:45 today. My colour is real, yeah. What do you mean? Yeah, that is my natural colour, guys. It's ginger, innit? Ginger brown. Ginger auburn. Yeah, like auburn. Yeah, it's like an auburn colour. It changes colour, my hair, Sometimes it looks really ginger, sometimes it looks really auburn.
When the sun gets on.
Yeah, it's like really ginger in the sun. Yeah. Auburn, yeah. It's nice. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yeah, auburn is a nice colour, isn't it, auburn?
Yeah, and you've got lovely thick hair there. And it's a nice bob length now.
Yeah, it's a really good length now. It's a lovely length.
Thank you.
Proper nice.
Hey, Tweedledee, Tweedledum. Not even a great, yeah. Stunning colour, thank you. It's different, isn't it? Unique. Absolutely. Tweedledee, Tweedledum. What's the date
today? Tuesday.
Right, I've got some WhatsApp messages. Let's see what this is about.
I love ginger hair and I love grey hair. Do you know, like white silver grey hair?
Yes, yes. I do like ginger hairs.
Honestly, I can't wait till I get old, but I hope I've got that white hair and not that pepper hair, do you know, where it's wish-wash, dark and light.
I've seen that photo. That's hilarious. So people are saying I should do debates at 10.
At 10 a.m. or 10 p.m.?
10 a.m.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good.
Can't do them every day, though.
I think if you did them twice a week, Ange, I think twice a week would be plenty, don't you?
Yeah, or 3 times a week, maybe. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Yeah.
Some debates at 6. I'll have to think of a debate then. Has anyone got suggestions of a debate?
God knows. Come up with some good debates, guys.
Who's going to be the new Pope?
I think, yeah, the debates, though, have to be TikTok related. And I'll tell you why, because I think that's what people like, watching has been to do with TikTok. I don't know why, but I've done debates for so long, and people love talking about TikTok. Do you know what I mean? Like bullying TikTok on bullies on TikTok. But then I don't want to be mentioning certain people, though, either. So on that, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, see, that's the problem, because when you talk about it, you're going to...
Doxing people, See, these are all debates I've done before, but we can do them again, couldn't we? Like, doxing and what's defined as doxing and all that kind of thing. But as long as I don't mention people's names or anything like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because there may be new viewers, and new viewers might have a different opinion to other viewers on doxing and stuff, so it is good.
Yeah. Okay, then. That's going to be our debate then. The way dogs be created. Oh, I don't know if I can do one on dogs because people are going to come out with stories and, do you know what I mean? Horror stories and all this kind of thing. That's why I don't debate dogs, animals. Amanda, are you there?
Amanda's in the kitchen.
And laws have recently changed regarding doxing. Some might not know that. Yeah, they changed the law on doxing on, I think, 25th of February, if I'm correct, 2025. Doxing has now become illegal. But you probably would go on Google, and it won't say that because it will say it's not a crime. But I'm pretty sure it's 25th of January they changed the law. And I'm going to actually have a look because I did see it and I did show everybody. Let me have a look. Unless they bloody changed it, gang. Yeah, because if you Google it, it won't come up with it because February is quite is recent, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, but I could be wrong. Let me try and let's have a look. But like I said, oh shit, this one's dead as well. What's going on?
Plug the plug on.
Bloody yeah, where's my other charger? I've got another lead here somewhere.
It's a plug switched on the wall. Sheila's probably coming before she's gone off and switched it off.
Right, I've got another charger here. Bloody yeah, I've got to charge everything.
No, but is the switch plugged on the wall?
Yeah. Oh, it's on.
Sorry, thank you for my gifts, guys.
So let's have a look, shall we?
Oh, yeah, thanks, guys. I didn't even see that. Thank you.
Thanks, Famous.
If I put 2025, it might not come up with anything. See, it's coming up with, this is old though, do you know what I mean? Let me have a look. Oh God, that's hot. Right, no. See, it doesn't come up as 2023, 2022, 2024. Right, it just says it here, Cyber Angel, whatever this is. How is doxing and how can it be avoided? Let's have a look. So it depends on the, but generally doxing can be viewed as a crime. It's a malicious act and can lead to online harassment, victim and their family members. So it can be considered a crime. So it can also fall under malicious communications. So when you think about it, it might be not actually doxing itself, but it will fall under still a crime because whether it's harassment or malicious communications, it's still gonna equals a crime. Why do I look so red? 2011, 2021. So it doesn't actually. So yeah. There's nothing for 2025 on here. Because I'm quite sure. Let me check. Has what changed on doxing 2025? Susan. 2025. Jesus. Can't even see it. Doesn't even say about doxing on this one. So however you see it, it's still going to be falling under some kind of crime, isn't it? That's a good debate to have. Now, I'm not talking about anyone specific, but only because so many people do it on TikTok, haven't they? You know, and all that. You got EQ, Miss Red, that's done it. I mean, if it's not a crime, why would Miss Red go to the police about it? Yeah, I mean,
true.
Does it depend what happens, obviously, with the details? Look, if they end up doing bank fraud with your stuff, then obviously it's with your docs details. Do you know, like, what happens to your details after they've been doxed, or if someone goes around to your house, or...
Yeah, but no, regardless, it would still fall under malicious communications and harassment.
Yeah, it's got to fall under somewhere. Can't be nothing.
Yeah.
And what about homelessness? A debate on that. Are they begging, or have they got a story behind them? Why they're on the streets?
Yeah, that'd be a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ange, whatever you're Googling, ask ChatGPT. It will give you the answers far quicker. It will scour the internet. Honestly, whatever specific question, like you've just had a question and there's a caveat to your question, pop that into ChatGPT and it'll answer it. Don't waste your time searching Google. Just use ChatGPT to do it for you.
It's on this phone though, that app.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Can you put it in?
I was going to say, can you do it, AJ?
All right, 2 secs. What's the question?
Just put, is doxing illegal 2025?
In the UK.
It might not be a specific law on it, but it's still going
In
to
the
equal.
UK, is doxing illegal?
Oh, you don't have to give, but thank you.
Yeah, the first offence that would cover doxing is harassment.
Oh, why isn't it doing this? Is doxing in the UK illegal? Is doxing in the UK illegal? Is doxing in the... Oh, is doxing
In February, this is what I'm saying. In February 2025, there were changes to laws regarding doxing, primarily focusing on
wait there.
protection.
Is doxing in the UK illegal?
Yes, doxing can be considered illegal in the UK depending on the circumstances. If the act involves harassment, threatening behavior, or the unlawful sharing of personal data, it could fall under laws like the Protection from Harassment Act, the Malicious Communications Act, or the Data Protection Act. These laws aim to protect individuals from harm or distress caused by such actions.
So there isn't a specific law then? It would just...
They basically, but the thing is, doxing will equal harassment. You know, it's going to equal harassment or malicious communication. So regardless, it's still a crime.
Angie, can you check WhatsApp from Kerry, please?
I haven't seen it. Kiri, can you forward it to me, please? I haven't.
Isn't it a breach on GDPR, doxing? Sure it is.
Oh, thanks, Kiri. I mean, it's a good debate to have, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it's kind of it is spoken a lot on here, isn't it, TikTok?
But there isn't a specific law regarding doxing.
Yeah, and there's probably not a specific law if you send it maybe to a WhatsApp or whatever, maybe not. But however, I would imagine it would equal harassment though, wouldn't it? Because if you're putting it on social media, on TikTok, you're doing it for one reason, and that's to harass that person, isn't it?
Well, it says it could fall under laws like the Protection from Harassment Act, the Malicious Communication Act, or the Data Protection Act. But I guess it's the content and the intent behind it.
Harassment, yeah, so still, maybe not doxing itself, because it depends how you share that information, I suppose. But you put it on TikTok, for malice, isn't it? So I imagine, because the police came to my house about doxing, and they said if I did it again, which I never did, there was a miscommunication. However, they said I'd be arrested. Why is that?
Was this Miss P?
Well, I'm not going to say. I was on live at the time. They did mention, they did, I was live in it. They did say
jumping
doxing.
down. All right, I'm jumping down. I'll see you in a bit, guys.
Oh.
Yeah. So it says that in the UK, doxing can be illegal depending on the circumstances.
I wouldn't want anyone to put my information out.
Huh?
I wouldn't want anyone to falsify my information or put it out there.
I should put UK in it.
Yeah. I don't think anybody would they?
No.
But I just don't see, like someone's a secret agent or something, and you're going to find someone, I don't fucking know, they just probably live in a freaking 2-bedroom house or in a flat, and they freaking just come on TikTok, get a grip.
Yeah.
So yeah, consequences of doxing: harassment and threats, reputation damage, emotional distress, physical danger, financial loss, professional consequences.
Mm.
So and it also falls under the Malicious Communication Act. Why does it say Australia there? I don't know.
Are you on Google, Ange?
Yeah.
Just put, before you go to type in, just put UK in and it'll just pull up everything for the UK.
Okay. Should I just put doxing UK?
Yeah. if you're ever searching in the future, always make sure you put UK at the end.
Should I put the year?
Yeah. Did the GDPR come out last year? I was just wondering where they stand with it, doxing.
Well, it just says in 2025, doxing in the UK can be illegal depending on the specific circumstances. Falling under existing laws like data protection, malicious communications, protection from harassment, all that kind of thing. Sharing personal data without consent leading to harassment, threats, harm, it can be a criminal offence. The Online Safety Act 2023, is this 2023 again? Also addresses, so that's, I don't know why it says 2023.
I mean, there must be circumstances, if it was for the greater good, for somebody, for you to hand over certain information, and that could be weighed up. But that, no, it's not good.
I've just done a good one. Listen to this. If a TikToker released somebody's home address on their live, would this be classed as illegal? They released it with the intent of their followers to harass the person.
So basically, if it would fall under harassment, then wouldn't it?
If a TikToker released somebody's information, such as their home address, online with the purpose of their following to harass that person, would that be classed as illegal?
And the answer is?
Yes. If a TikToker released someone's personal information, like their home address, online with the intent of encouraging their followers to harass that person, it would be illegal in the UK. This would likely fall under laws related to harassment, malicious communications, and possibly data protection violations, specifically under the Protection from Harassment Act. If the purpose is to cause alarm or distress, it could be classified as harassment. Additionally, malicious communication laws would apply if the release of information is intended to cause distress or harm. Sharing private information like someone's home address could also breach data protection laws if done without consent. In short, yes, it would likely be treated as a crime in the UK.
There you go.
Boom. The think on creators, don't be putting people's addresses out there. I'm not referring to you, Angie. I'm referring to a certain somebody.
Sure. Yeah. Right, yeah. Yeah, there you go. Let's find it.
The chat are asking, sorry, Ange, chat are asking for a debate on true crime and a debate on gifting.
Yeah, gifting would be a good one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. We could do a debate on that. True crime. What kind of true crime?
I think maybe what's that young girl's name? Renee.
Yeah, I've done gifting before.
You have? Renee, that little girl, was it? I think she got.
It wouldn't be a debate, it'll be a discussion, I suppose.
A discussion, yeah. She was in America, wasn't she? And she got unalived. And the circumstances around it. I think they found her in a cellar, basement, or whatever they call it over there. A little bit like the Madeleine McCann one.
What happened to her then? Was she taken or something?
No, the mum phoned up the emergency service and said that she had gone missing in the middle of the night, but they found her in the basement, and the dad and the brother were heavily spoken about.
Oh, you're talking about John Bennett.
Yeah, John Bennett, yeah.
John Bennett, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you're talking about, yeah. They thought some people thought it was the brother that did it.
Oh, the father.
The dad found her, yeah. That's still a mystery what happened there, eh? I think the parents were accused, and then the brother was accused. How old was the brother?
He was only about 11.
Still a mystery, isn't it?
Yeah,
That one?
it's very bizarre. And then there's Madeleine McCann. You've done her, haven't you?
Yeah. They left a ransom note, didn't they? Well, I don't know. That could have been done by a stranger, you know. But the thing is, strangers don't just go into your house and unalive someone. I'm not saying they don't, but it's not common. They reckon 99% of murders are from someone you know.
Yeah.
But look at that movie that I watched. That was based on a true story, which was called Gone in the Night. That's also another mystery. And their parents were put in prison for that, weren't they? Or he was put in prison. And she was in bed. Somebody broke the window and just took her. And there's a big search for her. And they found her body in a field, I think it was. And that's another mystery as to what happened to her.
Crazy.
And they blamed the husband, the stepdad, and he went to jail. I mean, they did release him, but they couldn't understand why didn't they hear the noise, or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Why didn't they hear anything? And I think they were saying that the window was smashed from the inside, but then that was all hearsay, I think, wasn't it?
Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure on that one, but that Madeleine McCann one's craziness. The amount of information that come out of that. The shutters were broke, then they wasn't broke. It's crazy, that case.
It really was, or is still even now.
I wonder if we'll ever find out what happened to her.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, Ange. Honestly, I don't think you will. I think it's one of those things where it's done. She's gone and maybe never be found. I don't know.
Never. I can't see it now.
No. That must be, oh my God, how the parents feel when they come home and to find their kid missing.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah.
That must be, oh my God. Yeah, that's better than a mother's worst nightmare.
Absolutely is.
And the thing is, that'll be with her for the rest of her life as well.
Yeah. Yeah, the parents shouldn't have left, but that's something they're going to have to live with for the rest of their life, and that's what you've got to remember as well, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean,
now it'll be with them forever. Well, why did we leave her? Why, if we hadn't, you know what I mean? All these questions.
Yeah.
As well, they're not the twin. Well, this is why I get asked, in the comments. Well, not asked, but people put in the comments, why are the twins and why her, not the twins? There was a couple of peddlers, wasn't there, in the area, and I assume, if it was a peddler, they'd go for a little girl, a little blonde girl. They were babies, so it's very unlikely a peddler would take a baby.
Yeah. I mean, I've had all my children abroad when they were younger, and I've never left them anywhere. They've always been in a buggy next to us while we're out. I just don't understand it.
No, I don't either. Especially it's not especially when you're in a foreign country, but regardless of the situation, I wouldn't have left my kids unattended.
I couldn't relax.
I think it's me that's got the static, Ange, so I'm going to drop anyway, so I'm going to be doing dinner, but I'll pop back in a little while, all right?
Oh, I couldn't either. Leaving them at I remember when I was younger, your mum used to go to, the Asda we used to go to, used to have a ball pit here. Your mum used to go to Asda and leave you in the ball pit while she went and done her shopping.
Little Angel, they didn't find blood. That was mistakes from the Portugal police.
But not serving up while she's having a meal and going on the pigs.
But someone must have been watching that family, because they must know that they leave them on their own. They left them on their own. They must have been watching them.
Thanks for the gifts, guys. I'll see you in a bit.
These fails.
If I'd never left my dogs alone on my own, well, not when I was using TikTok, but when I did, I'd lock them in the room. I know it sounds cruel, but he would have water. And that was only when I went to the supermarket, and that was literally the longest was 40 minutes I'd leave them. Just because I know that if someone's broken, they'll take them,
Yeah.
Why her? Didn't other families have other young children? Yeah, but you could. That's what you always ask, though, isn't it? Why us? Why us? You know.
And the answer's always why not you, isn't it? Because, I don't know.
Oh, I sent that an extended. And do you know where where the meal was as well, where there's having the food? Where I've always thought of it in my head, I've always thought there was some little like bush, and then they could see the door. But no, it's actually quite far away.
I think that's
and they reckon that they could see from there.
I think that's what these investigators have all come out and said, you know, the ones that have gone over on their own to investigate it. And they said it's quite far, actually, that tapas place where they were. You just wouldn't do it, would you? No.
And if you was to do it, why would you have these windows where it's easily as it opens? You'll make sure all the windows are locked. The door is locked. The window, apparently they reckon that someone just slide it up, slide it upwards. I don't know, maybe it was open a little bit, the window. Why would you do that?
She said she left it open, didn't she?
I thought they someone had slid the door open.
No, I'm sure they said they left the door open and they could see the door from where they were sitting. That's what I'd always thought they'd said.
Well, a few of those investigators said no chance you could see from there.
Yeah, it's a mystery. I don't think they'll ever find out what happened to her.
Never.
No.
No, unless somebody talks on the last breath.
Yeah. But man, imagine, oh my God, that is your worst nightmare, isn't it? Your worst nightmare.
Well, yeah. I think they had the country captivated for months, didn't they, over that little girl? Years.
Don't know.
Yeah. I've actually done quite a lot of research on that case.
Yeah, we all know they shouldn't have left them, you know what I mean? I understand you can't rewind that clock, innit? Mm-hmm. They'll probably go through that themselves. What if this, what if that, you know?
Yeah.
It's just the stuff that comes afterwards, and it went all the stories of could it be this, could it have been that.
Yeah. Well, popular 721. And
that was creepy what you said about that man, that he might have took her from out the window and down in his house he had an underfloor thing. Like, what? Wow.
Oh, I didn't hear that one, Zion.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. And that was his ex, didn't it? Said that he'd written an email. That was the recent stuff.
Oh. They would have made too much noise. Yeah, I think they were the twins because they're babies, right? They might have woken up, made a noise, absolutely. Or, like I said, if that's a pedlo, they'd go for a little girl, not a baby.
Yeah.
So, I still think it was some pedlo that's taken her, you know what I mean? Because there was that guy, is he a German guy? Is he a pedlo or something?
Yeah, that's the one, Ange, that went over to Germany but he lived there or something.
He had a big bus that he travelled round in, Ziana.
Yeah. He also had underground flooring. All summer. I'm sure he did.
Oh, crazy. And funny that, I say that no one saw. Well, actually, someone did see a man holding a baby in a blanket. Well, a child in a blanket.
Yeah.
That was one of the people that was on holiday with them that saw it, I'm sure.
Yeah, I wonder, he must have had a vehicle or something. Hey, he put her in the vehicle and drove off.
Yeah.
What if, right, this is weird because, and I've only just thought it because someone said it in the comments that her blood was in the car. What if he took their car keys as well and then just went and put their car back there because they would have been on the fucking water because they're too busy having tapas and cocktails?
Yeah, they were. That's true.
Their mother, but their parents.
His house was only down the road, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Their parents definitely didn't do it because they wouldn't have had time to unalive her, whether it's accidental or not, and then go and do something with the body. They would never have time to do. And if they did, someone would have seen them. They wouldn't have had time. Absolutely not.
I think they did, and
no, they wouldn't have had time to do it. They've been cleared, don't forget, by Portugal and the British police. They were cleared of any wrongdoings, and when it comes to that. How would they have time to accidentally unalive her, then have to drive her somewhere? Because they'd have to drive her somewhere and then bury her. They wouldn't have had time.
They think that she actually didn't die on that day. She died a few days previous to it.
Yeah, but then the parents would have said, the neighbours, people that were not neighbours, people they were having dinner with, would have said, innit? We never saw
Was they not charged for neglect because it happened in Spain?
No, they weren't charged with anything.
The thing is, though, Anna, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think there's an actual law about how old your child could be.
The rent in England and the probably in Spain, because in Spain, can't you drink sangria at 12 or is that just what Mum
There's
said?
no actual law about leaving your kids alone. Correct me, I could be wrong though. Do you know what I mean? As long as you're not putting them at risk. But I could be wrong on that because I'm sure you can get arrested for it. So don't ever leave your kids alone, man. That's just irresponsible.
And
is that under 12?
They think that. Sorry, Anne. Go on.
No, that was it.
I think they think that she was a couple of nights previous or the night previous. She climbed up on the sofa because she could hear something outside, and she's fallen and cracked her head. And when they've got back to the room, they found her gone.
Yeah, but I don't think their parents are going to chuck her away like garbage, it being an accident. You know what I mean?
I think they would have been at risk of losing the twin.
But people saying wash the teddy bear, but that's the only thing you got on her, that she washed the teddy bear. People do things out of shock. Maybe she wanted to keep it and it was dirty. She wanted to wash it. She wanted to forever keep that teddy bear. You know what I mean? People do things out of shock. Not realising, it's going to have a smell on it. She's washed the smell away.
Yeah. There was a lot of ifs and a lot of buts in that case, but,
They definitely didn't do it, And they're sniffer dogs, they can sniff, they saying that they sniffed the girl, in that boot, in the car. But those sniffer dogs, their noses are so sensitive, apparently. They sniff out children that are alive as well. So she's been in that car, hasn't she? The child when she was alive.
I think some DNA was found in the car, but they decided that, they did send it away for analysis and it came back. But the twins have got the same DNA. That's, very close. So they said it was more probable it was their DNA. But those cadaver dogs came from the UK.
No, there wasn't no blood in the boot, Michelle, because there was a documentary on that. The Portugal police, really fucked up that case, do you know what I mean? And I don't know why they said it was blood. I don't know what the whole thing was about it, but I don't think it was. Can't remember now, because I did watch a documentary about it. No, I don't think it was blood. I can't remember what it was now. Yeah.
And I'm going to have to drop my grandsons.
I'm going to come off for a bit now. I've been on here all day.
See you later. Thank you. Bye. Bye.
See you later, Lady Joy.
Bye.
I'm going to have a little break, guys. I want to clean this room up.
Okay.
See you later, Sayana. Bye, everybody. How do I get out?